What is going on, guys? Thanks for joining my channel, Robinhood. This is Bob. Today is February 24th, and today, guys, I am going to do a quick video on all the moves that I did do. In my last video, I did mention I am going to use 1 to 5% of my total portfolio, including margins, which would be about $1,000 to $5,000 in buying calls, taking a little more risky options. So I just want to show you all of the moves that I ended up doing. So let's get started. As you can see, guys, the market was a little crazy today. It actually started out in the red. I was down about $235 and ended up being up about $1,800 and $131 after hours. If you check all this out here, you can check on the total today's returns, all my gains, Microsoft, AT&T, Realty Income. I did lose some more on Apple. Energy Transfer has been probably my biggest percent profit stock. EPD, NRZ, and AMC is all up. So let's go over all of the option trades that I do. So you can see all the ones that I have currently. I did do a spreadsheet just to make it a little bit more easy to follow. So let's check that out. So like I said, today, guys, I was on an absolute buying and selling calls all throughout the day. So if we check out a couple of them here, we'll just get the two ones that I had to buy back or sell at a little bit of a loss just to free up some money. So this is all about a total of $4,000 that I did invest in today, buying and selling. So first, I did sell my new residential. It was on a upward trend, so I did just buy it at a loss of $200. And also, I did this sell call on AMC. Obviously, AMC is on an absolute tear today. I did this on the 22nd when it did go up to about $7. It was up about 5% at that time. So I did sell a call at $15, and of course, next day, 2 days, it skyrockets. So I did end up buying it back for a whopping $163 at a loss of $148. But I waited a little bit and I was able to sell a premium at $9 later in the day at a $62 premium. And of course, we all know what happened. AMC shot up again, but I am not going to complain about making a profit off of it. As you can see, guys, I had an average cost here of $8.43. It went all the way down to the low $5. So I am not mad if I'm able to make premiums off it throughout the weeks that I had it, and also just to make money off the stock. So I did buy and sell it originally before at a $93 profit. So I will be up probably $100, $200 after this if I do have to sell it, which it looks like I would have to because it's sitting at around $11 now. But like I said, it's still a profit. I'm not a greedy person. As long as I don't lose money on it, I'm perfectly happy with that. So also, guys, I did do a Wendy's. I did a buy call on the 22nd at a $20 strike price. It did cost me $105. I had 2 contracts with them. So this one here is just about flat right now. The next 2 that I did today was Hyliion. I am pretty skeptical about Hyliion because that was the stock that lost me my biggest loss when I did purchase the stocks when I first started using margins. But I had been making a pretty good amount of money off of the option trades. So I did do a quick buy call at a $15.50 strike price for $176 for 2 contracts. I did sell it for $197 to make a quick $42. The big one I had was Rocket Companies. I accidentally picked 15 shares instead of 5. So it turned out to work in my favor. I picked a $19.50 strike price, costing me $165. It shortly rose up right after that, and I was able to sell it at a $186 strike price, making a quick $315. Both of these trades happened around the same time. They were actually trending around exactly the same, going up and down. I made this probably within the first hour. The next one is Nokia. I was debating on keeping and holding this, so I did do a buy call at a $350 strike price, $53 I had to pay. I did 7 contracts of this. At the end of the market, it was shooting up to $72, back down to 60, back up to 69. Back down to 60, so I put it for a 65 sell just to get the profits now. Like I said, 10, 20, 50, 35% profit. I will take the profit. I'm not a greedy person. So I was able to make $84 off of this. Like I said, just on the trades today, I was able to make, and also here, Microsoft, I did close out this long position here. So I did make a profit of $195. I do plan on doing weekly calls, sell calls on Microsoft. So like I said, I made 2, 5, 6, 600, 650 bucks off of this. Even though these were at a loss, this $200 here was all the way at, I believe, $400. But I also made $650 off of selling, buying calls earlier in the last week or two. So I'm up overall on this. So I'm not worried about taking a loss on new residential. Even though this one is a loss on AMC, I'm still not worried about that one just because I'm up because the stock went up. It was a $200 difference here, so I'm up on that. And I did get to collect 2 premiums also. So the next one I did is a popular stock right now. Everybody knows about the merger of Churchill Capital. So I was able to buy a call at a pretty high premium at a $35 strike price of $285 per contract, which was 2. The funny thing about it is I bought this at a higher price than it is now, and the strike price and the call option actually was going up higher, all the way up to $315. So even if the stock was going down, everybody was buying in on it. So we'll see how the morning goes, but this is farther out at 319, so I have a little bit of time on this. But like I said, if I'm making 10 to 25% off of this immediately, I would just take the profits. I'm not too worried if it goes up to $35, $40, $50. But like I said, if it goes up 10% to 35%, I'm just going to take the immediate profit here. The last one I did here was the GE. GE, I did a put because GE went up about 5 or 6%, and they have been on a pretty good uptrend on here. So I think it is to a point where it hit a little bit of a peak, and it will start to fall off a little bit, which it did. So I bought it at $9. It's currently at $12. So in the morning, because this is such a short date, I do plan on selling these contracts at a profit. Hopefully it's still around the $12 to $13 range. I believe GE did fall off a couple cents as well. So if you guys are looking at all of these options here, there's still opportunity to buy them. Most of them I closed out. So the 3 that I would probably pick would be Wendy's. They do have a earnings call, I believe, on the 5th of March, and I do plan and expect them to do a run-up on Wendy's. So let's just check out the 3 that I'm going to recommend for you guys. Like I said, this is just me recommending them. Does not mean you have to do them at all, but I will go over why I recommend this. So if you check Wendy's out, this is actually one of the stocks that have been most consistent over the years. If you check them out, they have a pretty steady uptrend. Obviously, they fell off when COVID hit. If you look at the last 3 months, they have been falling off here. So they're down 7% for the 3 months. But if you check the year out, they've been up and coming pretty flat. They came up, and they've been falling down here. So I do suspect that they will start coming up with earnings. They're supposed to come out with some chicken sandwich already to compete with Popeyes and Burger King. So I do plan on them going up. So probably will be selling it just before the earnings because I do plan on them running up. I don't know what the earnings is going to be honest with you. We do have Wendy's around our way, and they are never as busy as McDonald's, Taco Bell, Chick-fil-A. But, I do like their food. It's just I prefer other stuff to them. The next one I would probably recommend, guys, that you probably can still get into is Hyliion. So you can get strike prices at about $16.50, $15.50. So I have 3 of them at $130. This expires on the 5th. If you want to pick a farther out strike price, you definitely can, but you will be paying a little bit of a higher premium. But I don't plan on holding this till the 5th. I believe in the next day or two, it will shoot up to about $16.50 to $17. And then let's see where they're at now. Because Hyliion has been a stock that is very unpredictable. So if you check out Hyliion, it was up, and it definitely made me some decent money pretty quick. I bought the call around this strike price here. It went up here. As soon as I got into the green, I just took my profits. Luckily I did, because it did fall off a pretty good amount. So in the after hours, you can see it still went down a little bit, but as long as you can get to about the $17 range, in this range here as it opens, I will be at a profit, and I think I would just take it if it was anything 17 or over when the stock opens tomorrow. And the last one, guys, that I probably would recommend, even though this is the riskiest one, is Churchill Capital. Everyone knows about this stock. It has gotten beat up so much, down, and like I said, today it lost 18%. For the week, it's down 48%, and it's still going down. So there's no signs of any uptake, but I believe that with the momentum of GameStop, all the other stocks going up, people are still buying into the stock as well. They're trying to buy on the dip. I believe it's not going to go obviously back to the numbers that it was at, but I believe it will have at least one or two bursts before it ends. So like I said, this strike price is a pretty far strike price at $3.19. So I could hold on to this for a decent amount of time, and I believe within probably the next 2 weeks, this will shoot up a good amount, and I'll take my profit and sell it back. But if for some reason in the next 2 weeks it does not, I'll just take my loss and then move on to the next thing. So that's going to be all the trades that I did today, guys. It was a lot. It was a great trading day as well. I am also at my all-time high. I did hit $60,000 on my portfolio. I'm at $60,000 on my portfolio, as you guys can see on my account. Any dollar that I make, the actual margin side goes up. So this thing went up about $7,000 today. I did invest a little bit of money into it, I believe about $750. So equity, I'm at 60,000, and margins that I'm using right now is at 58,000 right now. So far so good, guys. I will keep you guys updated how the week goes. If I do end up selling any of the options I currently have, may do another video, or I'll summarize that into week 9 of my 52-week challenge. So that's going to be all for today, guys. If you guys like what you see, if you guys are going to do any of the trades I do, or if you have any other recommendations that I should be doing, like I said, I'm going to use 1% to 5%. That's $1,000 to $5,000 of money to start doing some calls, to buy in some calls or some puts, just to make it a little bit more risky, to try to see how I can do with making a little more money, sometimes maybe a little day trading. But like I said, hit the subscribe, guys, hit the like, comment below. Thanks so much, guys. Have a good day.